Good evening and welcome to Gaming with Reg Bob. This is episode 6 of the free video game collection. So last episode I picked up these from Cash Converters, cleaned them up, and actually they turned out alright. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to sell some, I'm going to exchange some at CX, and also I'm going to keep some. So the ones I'm going to keep is the DS game that I paid 20 pence for. It's not really worth much, but it's in decent condition. Everything's in there, so I'm going to keep that and add that to the collection for the time being. Okay, I'm going to keep Trauma Center. Only trades in for about 40 pence, but it actually cleaned up really well, and the disc is immaculate, so I'm going to keep that one. The next game I'm going to keep is the Academy Champions of Football. Again, cleaned up really nice, and the disc is again immaculate. Not got the manual with that one, but I'm not that fussed. So they're just going to slot nicely in with the rest of the stuff. So while I'm here, I might as well do a quick overview. So I've got the Sega Master System game there. I added a Wii U game to the collection, FIFA 13. So I've now got 3 Wii games. These 2 here that I picked up from Cash Converters. So I've got those 2 and the other 2, which I'll talk about in a minute, 50 pence. Got, what's that, 6 DS games now in the collection. I've got the Sega Game Gear Wimbledon and the N64 Banjo-Kazooie. I've also got the 2 3DS games, Mario Kart, Mario Party, and at present I've got 3 Game Boy games in the collection. So that's the games. Okay, the collection itself, the bottom box will be used for all the DS, 3DS accessories, the chargers and everything. The next box up is all the Sega Master System accessories, the charger, the controllers and everything. Then we've got the Game Boy in the collection, Master System 2, that's got Alex Kidd built in. And obviously we've got the DS Lite white, which is immaculate. And then we've got the 3DS, which cleaned up, not too bad actually. There's a bit of dust accumulating on it, but yeah, really happy with that. So yeah, that's the collection so far. Okay, so back to the other 2 games from Cash Converters. So one of them was Wii Fit and the other one was a darts game. But if you can remember, I had the loose, found a couple of loose discs inside, excuse the camera angle. So got Mario Kart in that one, and a carnival game as well as the dart game in that one. So I stuck the Wii Fit game with the Mario Kart disc as loose on eBay, and it's got quite a few scratches on it, but nothing too deep. And believe it or not, sold that today for £8, I believe. So after fees and everything, I'm going to come out with £4.70. So that is going to get posted today. So that's £4.70 back in the collection. So with the 70 pence that I spent at Cash Converters, I've got 3 games in the collection. £4 profit because I spent 70 pence, and I've still got this darts game. So the dart game itself, not interested in the dart game. It trades in for about 50 pence, I believe, at CX. So I think I'm going to go and trade that in at CX. There was a loose disc in that as well. That was the Wii Carnival game. To be honest, it's pretty heavily scratched. I've got that listed on eBay as a little bundle anyway. I've had no bites or bids or anything, so I think best case is just to trade that in to CX, the dart game, and get some credit towards a voucher. So I think I'll do that with that. so that can sit back there for. So yeah, like I said, I get that posted. I'm trying to get some vouchers. So I've got about £13.40 in vouchers at the moment. I want to try and get that up a bit. I want to get some Game Boy. Is it Game Boy Advance games to try out on this DS Lite on the slot there? So that's the aim with the vouchers, and obviously if I see anything else that would benefit the collection, I'll pick that up. Yeah, so this is all I've got left to sell. Obviously we've just talked about that, but I've got that left to sell, so that's all still currently listed. I've had a few offers on the DS Charger. I think I've got it on for about £7 with £4 postage, so £11. So I've had an offer of £5 plus the £4, so £9 in total. A couple of quid short of what it's listed for, but I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit. I'm not that desperate for a £5, and to be honest, once I've taken the fees and everything, I'll probably only end up with about £3. So I'm just going to try and hold out for the £11, which would hopefully bring us in about a £5 profit. But yeah, so that's what I've got left. So yeah, there's quite a bit I've sold actually, and I've bought in about nearly 40, well, just short of £40 from the sales. So the first thing I sold was the Legos Dimension portal. That absolutely flew. I could have sold that 10 times over. So originally I paid £1 for that, and after fees and postage and everything, I walked away with £18, so £17 profit on that. So really happy with that. The next thing I sold was the Xbox 360 Odyssey. So that was part of the 4 games in this bundle here. Missing disc 1, but again, I put it on really cheap, like 99 pence. After fees and everything, I ended up with 50 pence in that. So I got 50 pence of the original £1 back that I paid for that bundle, so that's not too bad. The other big thing was the Banjo-Kazooie. So I bought 2 of those, £5 each, and I sold one on eBay for, I think it was about £18. So after fees and postage and everything, because it was quite big, I was left with £10. So pretty much the 2 Banjo-Kazooies that I paid £10 for are free. Obviously I've only got one left now, so that's not in the collection in this video, but you've seen it previously. I've got it at home at the moment. I'm not at home, so next time I go home I'll bring that and add that to the collection. The other thing I sold was one of the Game Boy games, the 5-in-1. It had the manual with it, so it was only worth about £4 anyway. So I did play it on the Game Boy for a little bit. I didn't like it at all. It was really cheap, and I thought I'm never going to play it again. So I stuck that on eBay. That went really quickly as well. Sold that for, I think it was roughly about £5 or £6. So after fees and that, ended up with £3. So yeah, really happy with that. And obviously I've already talked about the Wii Fits with a nice £4.70 profit. Well, £4 profit, £4.70 after fees and everything. So the collection is coming along nicely. We've got some money back, and I think we are roughly £98.50 in the negative at the moment. So everything that you see, apart from the Banjo-Kazooie, has cost us £98.50 with a value of roughly about £350. So really happy. And also obviously we've got the £13.40 in CX vouchers still left. Obviously that'll probably go up to about £14 once I get rid of that. So that's the plan so far with that. I'm trying to claw back a bit of money. We're probably talking about £10 worth of stuff there to come back in. So I'm just looking at other avenues without spending too much money. I want to try and get rid of this before I start bringing in a few more stuff, but I did spend £2 this week, so I'm going to quickly talk about that. So these were from a car boot. So the first thing I bought was 2 Sonic games on the PC, really good condition. Sonic and Knuckles collection and Sonic 3D. I don't know what to do with these. I could probably sell them and get a few quid for them, a couple of quid, but I think what I'm going to do is, because they're actually Sonic games, Sega games, I'm going to actually keep them in the collection at this moment in time. So they're going to get added to the collection. I haven't got a PC or anything, but maybe at some point in time I will get one. But they're not worth much. They're probably worth about £5. But for 50p for the 2, I was happy to pay that, and they'll sit nicely in the collection until we decide what to do. So yeah, 2 more games to the collection. The next thing I bought for 50p was the Snowman and the Snow Dog, a Christmas box set. Now, I actually bought this for one of my movie collections, so I collect Christmas films, and I thought for 50p this is an absolute bargain, and I was going to add it straight into my Christmas film collection. But to be honest, I don't really need it on Blu-ray. Just DVD's fine. I've seen it in a charity shop a few times. So what I'm going to do is, for my collection, I'm going to stick to getting that on the DVD. But yeah, I'm going to add this to the game collection for this moment in time for the price of 50p. I was going to sell it on eBay, but I checked the prices, and I think what I'm going to do is get an £8 voucher for that. So CX will give me an £8 voucher, and it's really good condition. To be honest, what I think I might do is I might just keep hold of it at this moment in time and just think about it, because it would look nice in my Christmas film collection, but I need to generate cash for the video game collection. So we'll see about that. Sorry, I'm just going on a little bit here, but yeah, it's one of my other hobbies, as we say. The next thing I bought was I'd never really seen this before, and it was a bit weird, but they wanted a couple of quid for it, but I managed to get it for £1. So it was a Big Ben PS3/PC controller. So it's wireless, it's battery operated. It looks like it, to be honest, inside it looks like it's never been used. I don't think a battery. I'll put some batteries in to see if it works, and it lights up and everything, but I haven't got a PlayStation 3 or PC to test it on. So that came with that. It came with a dongle as well, and you can convert it from PC to PS3. So what I'm assuming you do is you can update your PlayStation 3 via the PC/internet, download the update onto that dongle, and then put the dongle in your PS3 maybe to do your update like that if your PS3 is not connected to the internet maybe. And it also comes with a TV remote. There's a bit of sticker residue on there which I'll get off, but again, the battery compartment's nice and clean. And I paid £1 for that. So I had a quick look on eBay. There's some on there. They're about £10 for just the controller and the dongle, but I got remote. So I reckon for about a tenner, probably get about £6-7 quid back on that, maybe after fees and that. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's the plan anyway. So next job I'm going to do is post that up, get that listed on eBay. Definitely, I'm going to think about the Snowman game, think about the 2 Sonic games, and go from there. And hopefully we've sold some more of this stuff. But yeah, it's coming along nicely so far. We have spent £140.70 on everything so far. We've receipted in £40.20, which gives us a total spend of £150 in total. I want to try and get that down to about £90 in the next week or so. And like I said before, we've got a video game collection of about £350. So obviously that's the stuff I went through earlier on. I've not included the value of any of this stuff that's either been sold or going to get sold. So bit of a longer video than I thought, but hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll be back soon with some more updates. Good evening.